guys, this is Fear of Falling, a band from South Africa. This is our Q&A questions.
We're from Johannesburg in South Africa. Formed about a year ago, 2020, during the first lockdown of the pandemic. But this is us: Brendan McCaig on bass, Dale Schnettler on drums, myself Floyd on guitar, and Jack Atlantic on vocals and guitar.
Sure. So the genre I would say contemporary modern rock, a bit of anthemic rock involved with it, with storytelling, a lot of kind of like heavy songs mixed with, a bit of radio commercial vibe, but we weren't going for that whole commercial. We just wrote what we felt, what we needed to do. And I would say, energetic hard rock band.
Well, the name, basically, when this band started, also during the hype of the pandemic, Lloyd contacted me, reached out to me. We started writing songs and started putting the lyrics to it. And we wanted to get into studio. So we said, well, listen, we need a name for this kind of project. So Lloyd had a whole bunch of names on a piece of paper. And going through them, I saw the name Fear of Falling. And that kind of resonated with me with my previous band we released. Actually, EP was called Fear of Falling. So when I heard that name, I thought, that's a sign. It's meant to be. So Fear of Falling came from that.
Nice.
Go for it, Brendan.
That's yours, Brendan.
So that's me. I'm Brendan. I play bass. I used to play bass for a band called Yumi and the Harmony. This is Dale. We all know Dale from Prime Circle. He's a drummer from Prime Circle. We got Lloyd on guitar. He's done a lot of his own projects as well. And we got Jack Atlantic, vocalist. He's done a few of his own songs in his own right. In his own right. Sure.
I think each guy must give his influence. I think both myself and Lloyd are big into Breaking Benjamin. Seether coming from South Africa, big fans of Seether.
Bad Wolves.
Bad Wolves.
Foo Fighters, I think.
Big Alter Bridge fan.
Alter Bridge. And we try to Cheval. If we had to name them all, this video, the memory on this phone would just,
But a lot of those sort of anthemic hard rock bands, I guess.
Bands, yeah.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, I think, it's a nice work away from the first EP, which was Breaking Point. And the full-length album is called Turning Point. So it features one or two tracks from our original EP, but has really grown, and the band has kind of really grown from a songwriting point of view, and really tells a story. It covers really things of like depression and addiction and alcoholism, and some serious parents losing their kids and things like that. So
and issues.
Yeah, there's quite some very kind of complex and serious topics we cover in this album, but I think overall it's a beautiful album. It tells a story, and it shows where we've come from,
Oh shit! So we, I guess Calvin and myself initially decided when we started the project to.
Who's Calvin?
It was another guy we asked to sing for us first, and then
Jack Atlantic decided that we would get into studio, and we got all of Dale. And came into studio and started working on production, pre-production on a lot of the tracks as well. And I think from there it just evolved. So a lot of the tracks were initially written by both Jack and myself, and then evolved into sort of this project where everybody contributed as well. And the first EP was written was recorded here in Dale's Studio 37B, which you can see here. And then the second the album Turning Point, we wrote and recorded that through what in South Africa we were going through this third wave, and that was an interesting time because we had to contend with a lot of restrictions as well. We had a lot of people getting sick around us as well, a lot of family getting sick, so we had a lot of that going on as well. So for us it was all about pushing through all of that and kind of getting the space and time to record whenever we could. in studio. So one member at a time, really doing it, sending sort of the bass lines to Brendan so that that he could record it at home and send it back, and doing the EQs here in the studio. So a lot of sort of different types of methods to try and combat what we were going through at the time. But I don't know, Dale, if you sort of production, post-production.
Yeah, so basically, Jack Atlantic and myself were chatting about doing something on his own project, Jack Atlantic, which is insanely cool project. And it was a cool opportunity for me to work with Jack. And I thought, well, this is cool. And Jack came to me and said, hey, man, I got this guy. I know this guy is writing awesome songs. I think it would work so cool with us. And I said, wow, man, I'd love to meet this guy. Lloyd was working with Brendan at the time as well, just doing some stuff. And so it all kind of, it was meant to be. This project was meant to be. And then, yeah, man, when I heard it was something different and away from my thing and away from, Jack's thing and Brendan's thing and Lloyd's thing, this is like I would say a lockdown baby that we all thought we're just going to become a studio band, record songs, release them. And for some obscure and amazing, incredible reason, we started just hitting radio stations and charting radio stations. And, this project just became the next wow thing, and for all of us, as becoming from a hobby, it's becoming more now, I wouldn't say a job, but it's becoming more like a priority, if that makes sense. So I think from that perspective, this was all meant magic. Coming to Studio 37B, thank you so much. Going off the topic.
Oh, brilliant.
So yeah, that's something I kind of designed and worked on, and it was kind of looking at it like a fallen angel, and a lot of the stuff, the songs about people dealing with problems and like adultery and serious like alcoholism, like I said before, and addiction. It doesn't make a person a bad person because they fall into those traps. So it's kind of like a symbolic that even good people sometimes have a kind of a bad side of a side that they're trying to deal with, and that's kind of what I envisioned for the artwork of the album, to kind of just show that fear of falling or falling from grace, that anyone can kind of be there. And Sunrise, it's kind of works the opposite. Is that you can go from a really low point and kind of really build yourself back up again. Nothing lasts forever, so anything can change, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From my side, all of them. Why? Because we write them! Because we like our stuff! Yeah, I don't know. From a playing point of view, I would say Breaking Me Down.
Yeah, I was going to say that one as well.
My favorite playing song. It's a cool, energetic song.
I was going to say that one as well. It's like it's got a massive, huge, cool breakdown that like we all just freaking go into it.
He almost went through my kick film.
I think for me, Fake It. Fake is a great one.
Fake's
also
fun
to play live as well.
I like Numb the Pain as well because I get to be a bassist there.
Yeah, for me, like Home, that's something. It's a bit more of a chill
true.
song, but it really resonates lyrically. Point of view, it's just beautiful song. And obviously, Fake It for me is just another one to play. Numb the Pain. I mean, they're all
Hate
great
as well. Like Hate is a great one.
Yeah, spread love, not hate.
Wow, I think that's a hard question, and a question that's been answered for years, or asked for years and years and years. And my answer for years would be that I would like to take it everywhere. Like, it's not just one point. You can't say, oh, I want to play Wembley Stadium, because that targets for those people. But we would like to play any stadium or any arena or any venue.
Anyway.
As long as our fans are there to support us and help us financially grow to record the next album. But yeah, anyway, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the States, I think, is a great place to tour, as well as Europe, South America. South America would be a jam to tour, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Japan as well. They would go nuts for anything.
Some great places. But yeah, the festival circuit in Europe, I guess, is a good one. Maybe next year we'll take a look at that, and then States to see if we can cut it there, and maybe South America, see where it goes.
Mm.
I guess we want to, we've spent a lot of time and energy recording this album. So I think, for us, it's touring this album, getting our name out there a little bit more with the tours, and making sure that we're playing relevant gigs, relevant shows. People are enjoying it. I guess that's the main thing, right? Like we want to make sure that we're out there enjoying playing it. People are enjoying listening to it, and just growing the fan base and community. And then from there we'll see kind of where we take it when we start looking at doing the next album or something like that. But I think big focus for us coming up and priority is getting the album out there, getting our name out there as well, and getting the fans interested in coming to watch our shows, I guess.
Sharing the show experience,
Yeah, and I think moving forward, like we're already talking about taking these songs and doing acoustic, him on upright bass and myself with plastics, and 2 acoustic guitars and just vocals raw, beautiful, taking that, bringing out an unplugged album, maybe doing a cover or 2, and then work on the next album. Hopefully within this year, the year that's coming next is us touring, and then from there bringing out another album, which will be heavy. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it, eh?
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.